It's 5:31. This is WKYT This Morning. New developments in a Lexington murder case. Police say 2 people are in custody in connection to a man's body found in a burning car earlier this month.
It's an overnight story still developing. The latest on WKYT. Also, police say a 13-year-old has died following an officer-involved shooting in Ohio. That developing story just ahead.
And Hillary Clinton is getting back on the campaign trail today. The latest on the race for the White House coming up.
This is WKYT This Morning.
Good morning, and it's so good to have you on WKYT, where Kentucky mornings begin. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Andrea Walker. It is Thursday, September 15th, but it's still not really feeling like September. It still feels a lot like summer.
It's been hot.
It's been hot,
I mean,
yeah.
It really has. We've had several 90-degree days within September.
Oh, I know.
That looks to be changing, and also we're going to get some rain, it looks like, for the weekend. Meteorologist Micah Harris, he is here in our First Alert Weather Center.
Yeah, when you have dry days, it allows those temperatures to rise much more rapidly than, say, have rain over you. And Defender Radar Network, no rain to be speaking of. That front has already moved on through. It's not really changing much for us. It was just basically a front. I mean, it really didn't bring us drier air. It didn't bring us colder air. I mean, it didn't even bring us really rain. So for the most part, that was just a front that came on through that really didn't bother us too much. 84 by the afternoon with a mixture of sun and clouds. Now we take off into your evening. Things look pretty good. If you're heading out to eat later on this evening, I don't see any problems. However, this weekend, that's a different story. I'm going to talk about that and show you the timing on this rain. See when you can get out to those events and those plans that's coming up.
All right, and here's the latest news this morning.
New on WKYT, Lexington police have made 2 arrests following a murder over the Labor Day weekend.
The developments coming overnight. Investigators say Jeremy Harris and Christy Hanley face charges in connection to the murder of Joseph Dilger. WKYT's Lauren Miner is joining us live now with these new details in the case. Lauren?
Good morning, Bill and Andrea. Well, we are learning new details this morning about the night that Joseph Dilger was murdered. Earlier this morning, we received the arrest citations of both suspects charged with his murder. 21-year-old Jeremy Harris and 32-year-old Christy Hanley were arrested Wednesday on Cambridge Drive. Harris is charged with murder, tampering with physical evidence, and abuse of a corpse. Hanley is charged with tampering with physical evidence and abuse of a corpse. Dilger, a member of the Kentucky National Guard, was found dead Sunday, September 4th. His body was in a car that was set on fire at the intersection of Red Road and Elkchester Road near the Fayette-Woodford County line. According to Harris's arrest citation, he shot Dilger to death, then drove his car to a rural area and set it on fire to hide the evidence. In Hanley's citation, it says she bought the gasoline used to set the car on fire. Both Harris and Hanley will appear in district court later today. Reporting live in Lexington, Lauren Miner, WKYT.
Thank you, Lauren. We are tracking a developing story out of Columbus, Ohio this morning. Police say a 13-year-old boy is dead after an officer-involved shooting. Michelle Chamberlain is at our alert desk this morning with all the details. Good morning, Michelle.
Good morning. And this news just coming into our newsroom. Police in Ohio shot the 13-year-old who they say pulled a gun from his waistband. Police later found out it was a BB gun. Police in Columbus were responding to an armed robbery, and when they arrived to the scene, 2 of the 3 suspects ran. Now, when the suspects were found in an alley, police say one pulled a gun from his waistband. The Associated Press reports that one officer shot and struck that suspect multiple times. Now, the Columbus Police Department later tweeting that one suspect was shot and later died. That suspect was later identified as 13-year-old Tyree King, and the gun he pulled out was later determined to be a BB gun with an attached laser. The shooting remains under investigation. Bill?
Michelle, thank you for the latest on that. And 2 of 3 people charged in a Lexington murder case will be facing a judge today. Daniel Glasscock and Destiny Huff are charged with murder and robbery in the death of Victor Villalmo Duarte. Yesterday, we learned that police have also charged Alonzo Ragland with murder and robbery. Police say Villagomez Duarte died last week after being shot outside the Microtel on Winchester Road. Investigators think he was set up during a drug deal. Huff and Glasscock have since pled not guilty to the charges, and they're to be back in court today for a preliminary hearing.
A Russell County mother charged with her child's murder will also face a judge today. Investigators say Jessica Warner used meth before crashing on Kentucky 379 near Russell Springs over the weekend. The crash killed her 3-year-old daughter, Chloe Fortenberry. Warner's arraignment is scheduled for 9 a.m. this morning. This is a scary situation. A Jessamine County pastor is now warning others about a frightening phone scam that he says he was targeted by.
And Nicholasville United Methodist Church pastor Sean Mixel says when he answered a phone call last week, he could hear a child asking for help. He says at first he feared the worst.
A male voice came on the phone and said, "I've got your daughter," and he said her name, "and you're going to do what I say. You're going to give me money. Don't call the police, don't call the FBI, or I'll put a bullet in her head."
He says he asked for more information, but the caller could not provide it. That's when he knew it was a scam. Mitchell later put a post on Facebook describing the experience because he said he wanted to alert others about the scam. And Nicholasville police say the call came from overseas, so there isn't much they can do as far as looking into it.
This is a story that could hit Kentuckians very hard. The Internal Revenue Service has announced it plans to cut 1,800 jobs when it closes a facility in northern Kentucky. The jobs will be cut from the IRS facility in Covington. IRS officials say they're consolidating processing facilities because of an increase in people filing their taxes online. They say the jobs will be cut by 2019. But they say some employees will have opportunities elsewhere in the Cincinnati area. The IRS is Covington's second largest employer.
The time is now 5:38 on WKYT this morning. State health officials say a 73-year-old Louisville man has died of the West Nile virus. They say it's the first West Nile death in Kentucky reported this year. The virus is transmitted by mosquitoes. Health experts say West Nile symptoms include a slight fever, headache, and a skin rash.
Investigators say a bull is to blame for a man's death in Boone County. It happened at a farm off US 42 in Verona. The Boone County Sheriff's Office says the man was working on his family farm yesterday morning when a bull, quote, gored him. They say the man died from his injuries. His name has not been released.
Governor Matt Bevin says he will not present expert testimony as requested by a judge during today's scheduled hearing on the University of Louisville's accreditation.
Bevin abolished and replaced U of L's Board of Trustees earlier this year. Attorney General Andy Beshear then sued the governor, saying the ordeal was illegal. A Franklin County judge temporarily blocked Bevin's order and asked both sides to present testimony on how the governor's order would impact the university's accreditation. However, Bevin's attorneys say they will not present testimony during today's hearing. They've also asked the judge to exclude testimony from Beshear. Hillary Clinton returns to the campaign trail today after spending 3 days at home recovering from pneumonia.
Clinton's campaign released a letter from her doctor Wednesday describing the Democratic candidate as healthy and fit to serve. Her rival, Donald Trump, went off prompter in Ohio, questioning her stamina for the first time since she was diagnosed. Hannah Daniels has the latest on the campaign.
The 2-page letter from Hillary Clinton's personal physician describes her as being in, quote, excellent mental condition and recovering well from antibiotics to treat her bacterial pneumonia. Dr. Lisa Bardak also disclosed the Democratic nominee is on a blood thinner, thyroid medication, and has a cardiac calcium score of 0.
What that means is that people go into a CAT scanner, it scans your heart arteries for any calcification. If there isn't any calcification detected, that means that you are at a very low risk of cardiovascular events like heart attack or death.
Following the development, Clinton's campaign once again called on Donald Trump to release his own medical records, calling him the least transparent presidential nominee in memory. During a taping of the Dr. Oz show yesterday, the Republican nominee revealed he takes medication to lower his cholesterol and blood pressure.
If elected at age 70, you will be the oldest person to ever enter the Oval Office. Why do you think you have the stamina for the job?
Yeah, just about the same age as Ronald Reagan, and Hillary's a year behind me. I don't know if this makes sense. I feel as good today as I did when I was 30.
At an event in Ohio hours later, Trump turned the spotlight on Clinton's stamina.
I don't know, folks. You think Hillary would be able to stand up here for an hour and do this?
At least 3 polls out Wednesday show Trump leading Clinton in the key battleground states of Ohio, Florida, and Nevada. Hannah Daniels, CBS News.
And Donald Trump is set to deliver an economic policy speech in New York today. His campaign has promised more detailed medical information will be available at the end of the week. Hillary Clinton has two events today, one in North Carolina, another in Washington, D.C. We want to let you know about a special event that is happening in Lexington today.
It's an easy and delicious way to help out. All are invited to take part in Dining Out for Life, put on by AIDS Volunteers of Lexington. Today's fundraising event is in partnership with over 30 restaurants throughout the Lexington area, and to take part in the fundraiser, all you have to do is dine out at one of those restaurants, who will then donate 25% of your bill to AIDS service organizations. You can find more information on Dining Out for Life and a list of the participating restaurants on WKYT.com.
We've had fun going through that list, and it's just
there's a lot of good stuff on there.
Some delicious places.
You will find something you like, I promise.
Great way to help out. 5:42 is our time right now, and let's check live drive traffic here on your Thursday morning and see what is going on out there. Let's look at the region first of all, and it's clean and green. We have no reports of any delays on I-75, I-64, or any of the major corridors in the area.
Clean and green, I like that. Now take a look at the Lexington Fayette Urban County Government's live drive cam. We are looking at Nicholasville Road and Pasadena. Things seem to be moving very smoothly this morning on your Thursday, making your way into the weekend.
All right, so everybody be careful out there, buckle up, and make it a safe one. And more news coming up on WKYT this morning.
Still ahead, a Michigan toddler is going viral for her generous heart. See how she's helping out her neighbors who lost everything in a fire when we come back.
And that front is moving on through. It's long gone. However, there's nothing back behind that to talk about for at least the next couple of days. Weekend, though, that's a different story. We'll just show you the timing on these storms coming up.
Now, your hour-by-hour forecast with meteorologist Micah Harris.
Going at the 801 overpass there on I-64 in Rowan County. Good morning to you guys over in Rowan County. Things look pretty good out toward your location, Cave Run Lake. Yeah, I mean, it looks really, really nice. Now, let me tell you this. We get in towards your afternoon, we'll sit there around the mid-80s, and that's a little bit above average for today. Now, today is actually pretty decent there for you teachers trying to get the kids outside. This has been a whole week of getting the kids out the door. When I go home there at 1 p.m., I get off at 1, head home. I passed by a few schools and all the kids are out on the playground, so you guys have definitely taken advantage of it. You can take advantage of it again today, off toward noontime, roughly 80 degrees. So today's not all that bad. Tomorrow's really not that bad either. Straight chance of rain there toward kickoff for high school football. Now, high school football last week, most of us stayed dry. You had a shot at a stray shower here or there. That's the same story for tomorrow. Going off towards second half, I don't see many problems. It's into the night and into Saturday. We start to see some rain close in on us. Good chances of rain for both days, Saturday and Sunday. And it's not 100%. It's not a slam dunk. Not everybody will see rain. What does that mean for you, though? Well, that means that some of us can actually get out and knock out some plans. I wouldn't cancel your plans trying to go to some of these events and some of these festivals. You got the half marathon 5K going on down in Somerset. And that morning, the morning hours, that also goes for the Workout Anytime Peace Love Run. I'll be emceeing that event here at Coldstream Park in Lexington. And listen, the morning hours on Saturday looks like your driest time during the weekend. So if you're trying to get out to events, I'm not saying don't go. I would never say that. But to get out to these events, the best time to stay dry is Saturday morning, because Saturday afternoon and evening, bulk slides on in, and that will last into Sunday, which is unfortunate. It's there on the weekend. Check out this Twitter picture I got from Jolene Blevins. She always sends me really good pictures. Down in southern Kentucky, there's Lincoln County. Micah Harris WX there on Twitter. And really, really good looking shots. I love showing off these shots. Jolene Blevins, we appreciate it very much. Let's talk about your 7-day forecast and what you can expect. 84 degrees for today, like I was talking about the rest of the work week. Really looks and basically feels the same as what we've been going through since Monday. So it's really not a bad rest of the work week forecast. Off towards your weekend, though, Saturday, Sunday, that's when that rain slides on in. I was talking about earlier that it's late in the day. Well, not so much late in the day, but afternoon and evening there on Saturday is when it arrives, the bulk of it, okay? So morning hours, we're talking 20-30% on Saturday. It's afternoon and evening when the bulk of it slides on in. So if you have those events, there are some events kicking off today and on Friday. Those are the days to really take advantage of, because today and Friday actually look mainly dry.
Yeah, maybe get those yard sales in too.
There you go. A lot of those going on.
I couldn't focus on anything you were saying after you said Jolene, because now that song's going to be stuck in my head all day. It's a good one.
We always work Dolly in somehow, don't we?
That's our girl.
All right, thank you very much, Micah. 5:49 now. A 4-year-old in a small Michigan community is being called a very special little girl because of her generous heart.
The Walker family is trying to pick up the pieces after a fire gutted their home last week, but a little girl down the street has given them hope. When Becca Vanzel heard that the family's 3 little girls lost all of their toys in the fire, she decided to do something about it. So earlier this week, Becca packed up her Barbie car with packages of her own toys and delivered a very special surprise down the street.
I cried. I got teared up. I mean, it was unbelievable. The little girl, for her to donate her own toys and items of hers to 3 little girls that she doesn't even know. She's a special little girl.
Becca's special delivery in her pink Barbie car has now gone viral, with hundreds of people sharing her act of kindness online. The community has also been inspired, and now they're pitching in to help the Walker family. Together, they've rallied by sending cards, toys, even beating the family's GoFundMe page goal by more than $2,000. The heart of a child.
Yeah, what a generous little girl, right?
Look at her little Barbie car.
Video. Yeah,
she's out to work.
She's on a mission, right?
That is so sweet.
Great story.
I love that. Well, coming up, you'll get a look at the stories making news at this hour.
The latest from WKYT. We'll also be checking on the traffic this morning, see how things are moving along. We have some health news as well. So good to have you with us here on WKYT this Thursday morning. Good morning. Welcome back to WKYT this morning. 5:53 as you rise and shine on your Thursdays. Make it a good day.
That's right. Let's take a look at some of the stories we're working on for you right now.
A lot going on. Lexington police say 2 people are behind bars this morning in connection to the murder of a man who was found in a burning car earlier this month. Jeremy Harris and Christy Hanley are facing charges in connection to the murder of Joseph Dilger. This story developing overnight. Investigators say both suspects also are facing charges in connection to an unrelated robbery on Village Drive.
Police are also investigating an overnight robbery at a Lexington gas station. It happened just before 3 a.m. at the Speedway on Paris Pike near the interstate. Police say a man armed with a gun stole money from the store. No one, thankfully, was injured. Lawmakers in Missouri have voted to significantly loosen the state's gun laws. The measure enacted by the Republican-led legislature yesterday will allow more people to carry concealed weapons without needing a permit. The law overrides Democratic Governor Jay Nixon's veto.
A Florida man is facing arson and hate crime charges in connection to a fire at the mosque where Orlando nightclub gunman Omar Mateen worshipped. Police believe Joseph Michael Scribner used an accelerant to ignite the blaze on Sunday. Authorities say the 32-year-old had anti-Islamic posts on his social media accounts.
Active monitoring offers the same chance of survival for prostate cancer as surgery and radiation.
That's according to a new study in the New England Journal of Medicine that is out this morning. We have some additional details about it now. Researchers found surgery and radiation therapy did reduce the risk of the cancer progressing over time compared to active monitoring, but those treatment options also cause more side effects.
And new research suggests more and more Americans are keeping chickens as household pets. The CDC looked at 2 decades worth of poultry-related human salmonella outbreaks. Researchers found 46% of those salmonella cases involved people who kept poultry inside their homes, and 13% involved those who kissed their birds. Well, there you go.
There you go. We were talking about that earlier. The research out now with more people. They have them as pets, but then also for the eggs, in their homes. It's a new trend in part of the country.
People love their chickens.
You got it.
Let's get a check this hour on your traffic trouble spots with live drive traffic.
5:56 is our time. We're looking currently at travel times. If you're heading into Lexington, it should be a good ride. We have no reports of any problems from any of the surrounding cities here in the Bluegrass.
Here's a look at the Lexington-Fayette Urban County Government's live drive cam. We're looking at Georgetown and New Circle. Actually a little bit slow moving right now. Not really sure what's going on there.
Light change, I think. Is all
that's what it is.
But everybody's moving along okay. Traffic's certainly
Looking
picking
good.
up. We want to check in with Micah to see what kind of weather you'll be dealing with today.
And it's a good looking day. I mean, it's another day where we're staying dry, another day where we have to run the sprinklers during the morning and evening hours. Temperatures are there in the 60s this morning. Reason being for that is not so much warm air streaming on in here. It's more of just the cloud cover overhead. So we'll have a mixture of sun and clouds all day long. 84 degrees. We stay mainly dry. We're going to talk about your weekend forecast with another hour of WKYT News. If you're about to take off, have a great Thursday. The road is yours. We'll see you back here in a couple of minutes.